Welcome back to Friends with Benefits Car Club, where compact sedans get a little spotlight and a lot of sarcasm. I'm Ayo, your host, and if you missed part 1, we already covered the Civic, the Prius glow up, and some unexpected budget brilliance. Now, we're closing out this 2-part series with more cars you can actually afford in the wild, wallet-wounding American economy we live in today. Because not everyone has $70,000 for a luxury SUV, and honestly, these compact sedans, they're giving value, style, and sanity. Today, we've got the edgy Hyundai Elantra, the bold new Kia K4 Subaru's practical warrior, the Impreza the comfy, underrated Nissan Sentra, and the forever reliable Toyota Corolla, aka the Blueprint. Let's finish strong. Press play, press like, and let's talk real world rides for real world wallets. Hit that like and subscribe button like you're shifting into drive, and let's get into it. The Elantra is that kid in school who somehow had a 4.0 GPA, dressed like they had a stylist, and still sat alone at lunch. Not because they weren't cool, but because they were too cool and low-key intimidating. Fast forward to 2025, and that kid has a license, a sweet lease deal, and more powertrain options than your local boba shop, base gas, hybrid, and the N-Line turbo that pulls up like it just chugged a bang energy. And the best part, you don't need to sell a kidney or pick up a second side hustle to afford it. What's new for 2025? Not much changed after its 2024 facelift, and honestly, fair. Hyundai just did some trim name spring cleaning. SEL is now SEL Sport, and the convenience package is now its own thing. SEL Convenience, because apparently we're naming trims like gym electives now. Otherwise, same sharp styling, same solid features in the same weight. That's an Elantra reaction from people who haven't looked at one in 5 years. Pricing and which one to buy. Starting with the SE, $23,025, SEL Sport, $24,150, SEL Convenience, $26,725, Blue Hybrid, $26,250, SEL Sport Hybrid, $28,225, Limited Hybrid, $30,600, and last we have the N-Line Turbo, $29,875. If you want the most bang for your sensible buck, go for SEL Convenience. You get twin screens, heated seats, a sunroof, and adaptive cruise. Basically all the grown-up toys without paying grown-up luxury prices. Engine, transmission, and performance-based engine, 2.0 liter, 4-cylinder, 147 horses. Hybrid, 1.6 liter, 4-cylinder, plus electric motor, a combined 139 horsepower, and N-Line, 1.6 liter, turbocharged 4-cylinder, 201 horsepower, aka the pre-workout version. Transmissions range from CVT in the chill trims to a 6-speed DCT in the hybrids, and a 7-speed DCT in the N-Line, because of course the sporty one gets more gears. Looks, the base engine is relaxed, like yoga at home, relaxed. The hybrid's efficient and chill, but the N-Line, that's the one who drinks espresso through a straw and is always revving for attention. 0 to 60 times, base Elantra, 8.1 seconds, hybrid, 8.4 seconds, and the N-Line, faster. But let's be honest, if you want real thrills, you're gonna need to spring for the Elantra N, aka the Elantra's unhinged twin. Still, for commuting and quick target runs, more than enough pep to beat the minivans off the line. Fuel economy and real-world MPG base, 2.0 liter, 32 city/41 highway, hybrid blue, 51 city/58 highway. Yes, really, an N-Line, 28 city, 35 highway. Real-world tests say the hybrid gets closer to 48 miles per gallon on the highway, while the gas-only model did 38 miles per gallon. So, not quite unicorn numbers, but still solid enough to make Prius drivers raise an eyebrow. Interior, comfort, and cargo. The inside's just as sharp as the outside. You've got a wraparound dash, massive screens, and cockpit vibes that say, I work in UX design now. The materials are decent, the layout looks expensive, and honestly, most people will assume you paid more than you did. And for the rear seat room, surprisingly roomy. Trunk space, 14 cubic feet, big enough for a weekend trip, or a week's worth of I'm gonna start meal prepping groceries. Infotainment and connectivity. Base trims get an 8-inch screen that plays nice with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Higher trims upgrade to 10.3-inch dual screens, one for your gauges, one for your playlist. But here's the kicker, the big screens don't support wireless CarPlay Android Auto. Because logic, still, you do get nav, Sirius XM, and voice controls if you like arguing with your dashboard on long drives. Warranty and maintenance. Coverage Hyundai's warranty is still flexing on the competition. 5 years/60,000 miles limited, 10 years/100,000 miles powertrain, and 3 years/36,000 miles complimentary maintenance. Basically, Hyundai's saying, we're so confident you won't need it, we'll pay for your oil changes. The good, sharp, angular styling that doesn't blend into traffic. Excellent warranty and standard tech for the price. Hybrid trims sip fuel like it's $8 a gallon, because it might be. And N-Line gives you a taste of sporty without going full sports car meltdown the not so good. Base engine is the definition of chill, maybe too chill. Wireless CarPlay is missing from the bigger screens, which makes no sense whatsoever. And EPA ratings feel a little optimistic depending on how you drive. Why consider it? You want a car that looks bold, drives smart, saves gas, and still has a warranty longer than your last relationship. The Elantra is that compact sedan with attitude, features, and value without the monthly payment that makes you cry into your lunch. It's like a great first date that doesn't end with a therapy bill. So here comes the Kia K4, replacing the Ford like it just came back from a semester abroad and now insists on being called K4 instead of Kevin. It slots just under the K5, but clearly this thing's been lifting weights and studying Pinterest at the same time. It's low slung, sharp edge, and looks like it's ready to fight a Civic in a parking lot. Spoiler, it won't win that fight, but it'll look really good doing it. What's new for 2025? Literally everything. This is a brand new nameplate. The K4 replaces the Kia Forte, and let's be honest, it had to. The Ford was fine, but this is the reboot we didn't know we needed. It's got a more premium interior, a slick fastback design, and serious Stinger light vibes minus the Power Prestige or RWD. No hybrid yet, just good old-fashioned gas for now. Oh, and a hatchback version is allegedly coming soon, which in car terms means who knows, could be next quarter, could be next presidency. Pricing and which one to buy. LX $23,145 plain toast, LXS $24,145 lightly buttered, X $25,145 gets fancy with the trim, GT line $26,345 sporty styling without sporty power, and GT line turbo $29,245 actual go fast bits included. If you're buying one, make it the GT line turbo. You get the better engine, multi-link rear suspension, big twin screens, and it still squeaks in under 30k. It's like ordering the Wagyu burger with fries and not feeling guilty about it. Engine, transmission, and performance. Base engine, 2.0 liter, 147 horsepower, front wheel drive, and a continuously variable transmission that's just out here trying its best. GT line turbo, 1.6 liter, turbocharged in line 4, 190 horsepower with an 8-speed auto. And suspension, torsion beam in the base, trims, but the GT line turbo gets multi-link in the back, so at least your spine won't file a complaint. It looks like a Civic C rival, but it's more of a Civic C enthusiast. The turbo engine is quickish, but that 8-speed transmission, yeah, sometimes it takes a minute to wake up. It's that friend who hears you the second time you call their name. 0 to 60 miles per hour, GT line turbo, 7.3 seconds. Not slow, not fast, just present. And the base engine hasn't been officially tested, but let's assume it's not in a rush. Fuel economy and real-world MPG. Base 2.0 liter, 30 city/40 highway, surprisingly solid. GT line turbo, 26 city/36 highway, still very livable. And real-world, the turbo hit 35 miles per gallon on a 75 mile per hour loop, which honestly deserves a slow clap. It's not a hybrid, but it's trying really hard to impress your accountant anyway. Interior, comfort, and cargo. Inside, it's modern, minimalist, and doesn't feel like a budget car at all. You get a combo of buttons and screens. Bless, no one wants to scroll through 5 menus to change the AC fan speed. Cargo space, 15 cubic feet, one of the biggest in class. And the rear seats, actually roomy. Your passengers can finally stop complaining about legroom and start complaining about your music choices instead. That said, there's a little 5-inch climate screen that can get blocked by the steering wheel. So, not perfect, but it's Kia. They'll fix it in the facelift. Infotainment and connectivity. Base, 12.3-inch infotainment screen, already impressive. Higher trims, you get dual 12.3-inch screens plus that 5-inch climate screen we just mentioned. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are standard. And optional goodies include Sirius XM, built-in nav, and a premium audio system, depending on trim. The UI is easy, fast, and doesn't make you feel like you're taking a coding class just to use it, and that's a win. Warranty and maintenance coverage. 5 years, 60,000 miles basic, 10 years, 100,000 miles on the powertrain, and no free maintenance. But with a warranty that long, you can't even be mad. That's better coverage than most health plans. The good. Gorgeous exterior. You will get compliments at gas stations, massive rear seat and trunk space, big screens, wireless tech, and an interior that punches above its class. And that unbeatable Kia warranty, still the best in the biz. The not so good. Base engine plus CVT equals sleep mode. No hybrid, which feels like a missed opportunity in 2025. And GT line turbo looks fast, drives medium. Still cool though. Why consider it? You want a car that looks premium, has tech for days, fits your crew comfortably, and won't bankrupt you when something breaks. You're not looking to race. You're looking to flex responsibly. The K4 is Kia's way of saying, we grew up, we cleaned up, and we still know how to party. Just not on weekdays. Yes, the Subaru Impreza, still doing Subaru things, still AWD, still a hatchback, still the car you drive if you're not trying to impress anyone, but want to survive a snowstorm and a zombie apocalypse. It's not flashy, it's not fast, it's not trending on TikTok, but it's honest, it's reliable, and it's as unbothered by bad weather as that one friend who always shows up in sandals no matter the forecast. Basically, this is the automotive version of trail mix. Not exciting, but it'll get you through some rough terrain and keep you alive. What's new for 2025? Absolutely nothing. Subaru said, we did the work in 2024. Let's ride that wave. Still hatchback only. Still AWD standard. Still unapologetically Subaru. No sedan, no turbo, no surprises. And honestly, we respect the consistency. Pricing and which one to buy. Base, $24,665. Sport, $26,665. And RS, $29,555. Your best move? Just grab the base trim. It's the most honest version of this car. All-wheel drive, hatchback, gets the job done, no frills. Want a little extra zip? You could go for the RS, but let's not kid ourselves. It's not bringing the fire. It's more like lighting a candle and calling it a bonfire. Engine, transmission, and performance. Base and sport get a 2.0 liter flat 4 with 152 horsepower. RS gets a slightly stronger 2.5 liter flat 4 with 182 horsepower. All trims, CVT only, manual transmission, gone. And all-wheel drive is standard because it's Subaru and that's the brand's love language. The chassis is 10% stiffer now, and the steering is borrowed from the WRX, which sounds exciting until you remember there's no turbo. So it's not WRX performance, it's more like WRX nostalgia. 0 to 60 mph times. RS 7.8 seconds, okay, ish. And base sport around 9 seconds, depending on how much coffee you had. Look, it'll get there eventually, maybe not first, but it shows up. Fuel economy and real-world MPG. 2.0 liter, 27 city/34 highway, RS 2.5 liter, 26 city/33 highway, and real-world RS test, 37 miles per gallon highway. Subaru flexing a little. It's not a hybrid, but it definitely acts like it wants to be invited to the hybrid table. Interior comfort and cargo. It's functional, not fancy, but quieter, smoother, and better built than before. Dual zone climate control comes standard. 60/40 split rear seats, plus 56 cubic feet of cargo space equals SUV-like utility in a compact shell. Hard buttons still exist. Yes, actual buttons. Not everything is a touchscreen, and we love that for them. And bonus feature, a small plastic step on the side of the rear seat to help you load stuff onto the roof rack. That's the most Subaru thing ever, and I'm weirdly impressed. Infotainment and connectivity. Base gets a 7-inch screen, modest but functional. Sport and RS get the upgraded Starlink system with a bigger screen and more features. And volume and tuning knobs are still there. No swiping required just to change the radio station. Respect, it's basic, it works, it won't make you read a manual just to turn on your seat heater. Warranty and maintenance coverage. Limited warranty, 3 years, 36,000 miles. Powertrain, 5 years, 60,000 miles. And complimentary maintenance, none. But let's be real, this car is probably going to outlast you, your dog, and your houseplant. The good. Standard AWD, which is still rare in this segment. Huge cargo space for a compact car. RS gives it a little edge and WRX steering, and drives better than it looks and feels planted in bad weather. The not so good. No manual transmission anymore. RIP, purest dreams. The RS trim looks sporty, but isn't really. Interior feels dated next to newer rivals like the Civic K4 or even the Elantra. And not a hybrid, not pretending to be, and not apologizing either. Why consider it? You want something affordable, dependable, and built for weathers that doesn't care about your commute. You need a car that fits gear, dogs, or kids, but doesn't scream, "I've given up." The Impreza is for people who don't care about flash, but care deeply about getting where they need to go. Rain or shine, snow or gravel. This is the compact hatch that shows up, shuts up, and gets it done. The Nissan Sentra isn't trying to impress you with speed or flex with big numbers. It's more like that one friend who shows up to the party in a $40 H&M fit that somehow looks designer. It's comfortable, calm, and slightly fancy without needing to brag about it. It's not here for fast and furious stunts. It's here to keep your Spotify playing, your insurance bill low, and your life easy. What's new for 2025? This year's Sentra comes with just enough updates to keep it interesting. The SV trim now gets Nissan Connect, meaning your car can now talk to your phone, your apps, and probably your mom if she figures it out. Also new, Nissan's throwing in 3 free oil changes within the first 24,000 miles. A nice touch. It's not a big move, but it's given I remembered your birthday energy. But aside from that, it's the same Sentra as last year. And honestly, that's not a bad thing. If it ain't broke, don't turbocharge it. Pricing and which one to buy. S, $22,730, the just give me transportation package. SV, $23,430, the I want a little more comfort without judgment trim. And SR, $25,730, the one that looks fast but still drives like it had a long day. Go for the SV. For barely a gram more than base, you get adaptive cruise, dual zone climate, and if you add the SV premium package, it throws in leather, a sunroof, heated seats, and upgraded audio. Basically, it's budget luxury without needing to explain your finances. Engine, transmission, and performance under the hood. A 2.0-liter inline-4, making 149 horses. Nothing thrilling, but it gets the job done. It's paired with a CVT, which means acceleration is enthusiastic but confused. Front-wheel drive only, no all-wheel drive option, but let's not pretend you were expecting a rally car. Steering feels heavy, but also kind of numb, like doing leg day and then immediately sitting down for 8 hours. 0 to 60 mph times. The Sentra SR hits 60 in 8.9 seconds, which is not fast, but also not wow, that was embarrassing. Unless you're next to a Civic Turbo, then it's a little embarrassing, but hey, if you're not racing anyone, you're winning, right? Fuel economy and real-world MPG. S and SV, 30 city, 40 highway, and SR, 30 city, 38 highway. In a real-world highway test, the SR managed 37 miles per gallon at 75 miles per hour. That's solid. It's not Prius level, but it also doesn't look like a Prius. Interior, comfort, and cargo. Inside, surprisingly nice. Nissan calls the seats zero gravity, which is a dramatic way to say you won't hate your back after a long drive. And weirdly, they're not lying. You get 14 cubic feet of trunk space, more than a Corolla. And yes, that means you can fit 7 carry-ons in here, because apparently the Sentra moonlights as an airport shuttle. Higher trims throw in quilted leather, which gives off budget Benz vibes. Just don't squint too hard. The only real trade-off? That sunroof eats a little headroom, but adults can still survive back there. Infotainment and connectivity. Base models get a 7-inch screen with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, no drama. SV and SR bump that up to 8 inches and add Sirius XM, USB ports front and rear, and just enough tech to keep everyone's phone alive and arguments minimal. Oh, and there are actual volume and tuning knobs. Glorious. No swiping, no voice commands, just twist and go. Warranty and maintenance coverage. Limited warranty, 3 years, 36,000 miles, powertrain, 5 years, 60,000 miles, and complimentary maintenance, 2 years, 24,000 miles. Oil changes only, but hey, it's free. It won't fix your problems, but it will keep your wallet from crying at 5,000 miles. The good. Super comfy front seats. Interior feels more entry luxe than Econobox, huge trunk for the size, and comes loaded with standard safety and driver assist tech. The not so good, not quick, and definitely not sporty. CVT drains any fun you thought you were about to have. Ride gets a little stiff with 18-inch wheels, and steering feels more like set it and forget it. Why consider it? Because you want a car that's safe, smooth, and sensible without making you feel like you've given up on life. The Sentra is that low drama, high comfort option that'll keep you rolling without stress. It's the sensible shoe that still looks pretty good in jeans. It may not thrill you, but it won't disappoint you either. And in this economy, that's a big win. Let's be real, the Corolla has been around longer than some of your uncles, and probably aged better too. It's the classic answer to, what car should I buy if I just need something that works? But in 2025, the Corolla is not just getting by, it's thriving. This isn't just a sensible choice anymore. It's efficient, safe, teched out, and if you squint hard enough at the SE trim, maybe even a little sexy. Okay, mildly sexy, like Sunday brunch, that energy, sexy. It's not flashy, but it will outlive your driveway, your commute, and probably your next relationship. What's new for 2025? Absolutely nothing major. Toyota looked at their bestseller and said, why mess with the formula when the formula prints money? Still offered as a sedan and hybrid sedan, hatchback and GR models live in their own universe, drinking Red Bull and doing push-ups in the corner. Safety and infotainment tech continues to get little updates, but otherwise, business as usual, and that's kind of the Corolla's superpower. Pricing and which one to buy. L, around $22,000, LE, about $23,000, SE, $25,000-ish, XE, closer to $28,000, hybrid, as LE, $24,500, and hybrid SE or XLE, up to $29,000 plus. If you're smart, and I know you are, grab the hybrid LE or SE. You get outstanding fuel economy, modern tech, and the quiet confidence of someone who knows they won't be calling Ace OA at 2 a.m. Engine, transmission, and performance gas trims. 2.0-liter 4-cylinder with 169 horsepower. It's not fast, but it won't embarrass you. Hybrid trims. 1.8-liter 4-cylinder with electric assist, 138 horsepower total. Not fast either, but incredibly chill about it. CVT across the board, no manual, because Toyota believes in peace, and FWD standard. AWD is available on hybrids, and yes, that that's rare in this segment. Consider it Toyota's I still got it move. If you're looking for thrills, this isn't it. If you're looking for the car equivalent of good credit and a Roth IRA, bingo. 0 to 60 mph times. Gas SE, about 8 seconds flat, and hybrid AWD, 9 seconds on a good day. You won't be winning any drag races, but it's quick enough to not get honked at when the light turns green. And honestly, that's all we ask. Fuel economy and real-world MPG. Gas trims, 31 to 40 miles per gallon, hybrid FWD, 53 city, 46 highway, and hybrid AWD, 51 city, 44 highway. And the best part? These aren't just EPA pipe dreams. In real-world driving, Corolla hybrids often match or beat these numbers, because Toyota's been doing this hybrid thing longer than TikTok's been alive. Interior, comfort, and cargo. The cabin's simple but not sad. Soft touch materials in the higher trims. Everything's laid out where it should be. No drama. Rear seats are roomy enough for adults on short trips, or medium ones if they really like you. You get 13.1 cubic feet of trunk space, which is competitive for the class. And hybrid batteries don't eat into that cargo area. Toyota was like, we'll figure it out, and they did. Also, interior tech has finally caught up to the Civic and Mazda 3. No more feeling like you're using a calculator from 2004. Infotainment and connectivity, 8-inch touchscreen across the board, wireless Apple CarPlay, and Android Auto come standard. Toyota's new infotainment system is quick, clean, and no longer gives off print-to-menu vibes. And higher trims get an optional JBL audio system because sometimes your drive home needs a little drama. Warranty and maintenance coverage. Limited, 3 years, 36,000 miles. Powertrain, 5 years, 60,000 miles. Hybrid components, 8 years, 100,000 miles. And complimentary maintenance, 2 years /25,000 miles. You'll probably never need the warranty, but it's comforting to know it's back there, watching over you like a quiet, reliable ninja. The good, absolute tank when it comes to reliability. Hybrid models sip gas like they're on a budget, loaded with standard safety tech. Toyota safety. Since 3.0 doesn't play, and resale value, insurance costs, maintenance, all easy wins. The not so good. The base engine is fine, and that's it. The interior isn't winning any design awards, especially next to the Mazda 3 or K4, and no manual, no turbo, no thrills, unless you buy the GR Corolla, which is a different animal entirely. Why consider it? Because you're smart. You want a car that's dependable, fuel efficient, easy to live with, and doesn't require constant attention. Basically the opposite of most people's exes. The Corolla is the low-key MVP of compact sedans. It doesn't flex, but it always delivers. It's the car you buy when you've grown out of drama, but still appreciate a good deal, and a car that starts every time you turn the key. That's a wrap on our 2025 compact sedan saga. Whether you're into hybrids, hatchbacks, turbo trims, or just need something that won't ghost you after 100,000 miles, there's a compact out there for you. And in this ridiculously overpriced, questionably stable economy, it feels good knowing you've still got solid, affordable options that don't scream, I've given up. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. If you didn't, hit the dislike button. We can take it. Drop your favorite in the comments. Let us know which one you'd actually buy. And if you missed part 1 or any other breakdowns, those links are up on the screen now. Seriously, thank you for watching to the end. It means the world to us. Whether you're here for the laughs, the news, or just to hang out, you're part of the Friends with Benefits family. As always, thanks for joining us on this ride. Till next time, keep dreaming, keep driving, and remember, if the car you're driving doesn't make you feel like a superhero, you're driving the wrong one. Friends with Benefits, driving off.